So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Beverley, the pass to Morris. Shoots over KD. And he misses his first shot.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Dinwiddie right side. He feeds it to KD. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Leonard.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Outside, George. Dinwiddie with the steal. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Allen. It's good on the putback.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Beverley against Irving. And it's Beverley missing. Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Ahead, here's George. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Durant. In the corner, Irving with it. KD against Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. Irving's got 5 points so far. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And, Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, 1 step to the hoop, and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
The pass to Irving from 10 feet out. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Beverley dishes to George. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Allen kicks to Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Dinwiddie left side. Passes it to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Nets for 2.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Beverley with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. For the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Dinwiddie. A different look for the Clippers. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Out to Harris. Pass to Luau. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And look at how much pressure Williams puts on the defense in the open court. Always pushing the action and playing downhill.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Back to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. From 13, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
They've got Jackson. Landry Shamet is out there with Green. Then it's Williams. And Harrell's in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. Irving passes to Harris. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. Harrell trying to free himself up. No good with the layup.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
From 15 feet away, no good from Luau. Clippers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Shamet, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Shamet's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. Outside Irving. Dishes it to Prince. Back to Irving. On the wing, Harris. And stolen by Williams. He dishes it to Jackson. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 4. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luau. Irving drives in. Excellent D there from George. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Shot, high post, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. KD's got his second basket of the game.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Beverley. Here's Harrell. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. KD finds Allen. Nobody near Irving. The three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 10. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Irving.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Zubac. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooters.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Clippers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Now, here is George. And it's in there. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
The feed to KD. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. He has 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jarrett Allen. And it's Prince in for Karis LeVert. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. He gets that one. Dinwiddie's got his first 2 points.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Here's Beverly. Green finds Shamet. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends of the floor.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. LeVert with a wide open look. Tries again. This one for 3. Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Beverly is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Irving against George. Dinwiddie passes to KD. Back to Dinwiddie. There's the 3. And KD good for 3. Durant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
Irving against Beverly. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. A pull-up. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
The pass to LeVert. Outside, KD passes it to Irving. Fires for three. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got 8.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
In the corner, Irving with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. LeVert the pass to Irving. On the wing, Irving. Shoots over Zubac. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 4. Durant with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And that one, good. He's got 10.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
LeVert's athleticism on full display as he makes great effort in the fast break.
And here's Los Angeles. 6-point game. George, that's a 2-pointer. The Clippers keep it alive. No good from Zubac. The Nets have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. LeVert finds Allen. Back to LeVert. Pass to Durant. No good with the triple. The Clippers shooting well. They're at 45%. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And George with this stuff.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Stolen by Beverly. Leonard inside. Guarded by KD. Morris, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harrell is out there with Green. Then it's Williams. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Jackson in at the point. Shot clock at 6. The tray. The rebound by Prince.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Harris outside. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Basket counts. Shamet's got the fourth quarter started here with buckets for Los Angeles.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Dinwiddie dishes to Prince. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the poise of Williams, so impressive. Plays at his own pace. He's never in a hurry.
Here's Jordan. The putback, and Dinwiddie stays with it. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Dinwiddie with it. Williams picks him up. Dinwiddie kicks to Jordan. Harris outside. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. And stolen by Harrell. Green dishes to Jackson. Pulls up for 3. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Williams.
Even-keeled is Williams. Calm in the eye of the storm. Hits a big one there.
Jordan uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Shamet on the wing. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and Brooklyn turns it over again.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for JaMychal Green. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And a new group in for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. Karis LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Luwawu. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Irving finds LeVert. Outside, KD. 5 to shoot. LeVert the pass to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Williams. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Dinwiddie's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. That's good from Allen on the assist by Dinwiddie. And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, I like seeing Allen get this kind of position because you give him the rock there, and he can take care of the rest.
Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Boy, Williams is feeling it in the clutch. He's a quiet assassin. I mean, you don't know that he's got you until he has you.
KD can't get it to go. And George, here we go. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Here's Zubats. Misses the tray. Irving with the ball. From past the arc. That one, no good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And we've got time.
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now here's Lillard. Ariza passes to Lillard. Three-pointer. And it's Durant with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Dinwiddie with it. Lillard picks him up. Just 4 to shoot. And it's LeVert missing. Here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard outside. Portland needs to get off a shot. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Now, here is Irving. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. And the Nets miss again.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Here is Durant following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Baseline try, and it's Irving missing.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
McCollum, no good. The Nets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. Shoots over Lillard. Up again. And staying with the play, Allen.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Lillard. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Dinwiddie after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. There's the pass to Irving. LeVert up top. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Shot's good by Anthony.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
Back to Irving. Launches a 3. Dinwiddie finds Allen. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Portland leading. Lillard scanning the floor. Cullen passes to Lillard. Out to Anthony. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Irving passes to Jordan. Harris outside. Tips it up. And there's Jordan, putting it right back in.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Lillard against Jordan. For three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the... Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but...
I'm training for the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, inside we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward position.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Hood, the pass to Whiteside. Jordan with some nice D. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Hood dishes to Little. Portland moving the ball back to Hood. From downtown. Here's Whiteside. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Whiteside's got his first basket.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And stolen by Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Jordan finds Dinwiddie. To the paint. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Jordan. Tries from 10. And too long on the shot. For Portland, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Collins passes to Hood. Whiteside dishes to Hood. Here's Trent. Back to Hood. Clock at 6. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Hood can't get it to go. Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Portland trailing here. Here's Trent. To the inside. Here's Little. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. So for the Nets, Jared Allen's checked in for Prince, and it's LeVert in for Luwawu Cabarrot.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's McCollum following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Durant. 1:21 left here in the second. Over Ariza. Misses off the left iron.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Count the basket.
Well, you know the unselfishness and professionalism Trevor Ariza gives you. If there's an open man, he'll find him.
Dinwiddie finds KD. Bucket is good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's Lillard missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now LeVert after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Allen drives in. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. The shot by KD. No good. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Another shot. Ariza kicks to McCollum. Lillard from outside. And that one is off. And so it's DeAndre. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Irving takes the 12-footer and hits. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. A nice shot by KD.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Now here's McCollum, kicks it out to Lillard. Outside Anthony. Down low, stolen by Durant. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. LeVert the pass to Allen. Back to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Puts it up from 17. LeVert, great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 4.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Passes it to Irving. Over McCollum, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And Doris, make no mistake about it, Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of play.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Prince is checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Hood. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shoots the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's the 3. No good that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Collins, and he banks in the layup.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Irving. Bank shot, no good.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Trent passes to Whiteside. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Lillard's checked in for Portland. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Irving against Whiteside. Left side, Harris. Here's Luwawu. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Jordan kicks to Irving. Elbow shot is on the way. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Irving's got 6.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Here's Lillard, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Irving. He's got 6. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks it to Lillard. 14 feet away, and that one hits back iron.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Damian Lillard.
Now, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Nobody near Lillard. Misses there. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 5. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Jordan is out there with Durant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. McCollum, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, leading by 5. Jordan inside, covered by Lillard. On the wing, Harris. Three-pointer. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jordan's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Whiteside.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Harris finds Jordan. Durant with it. Lillard picks him up. KD with the bucket.
Just so full of confidence. This guy knows he's at the top of his game. Kevin Durant excels cashing in from right there.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Inside. Jordan dishes to KD. Over Anthony. No good from Durant. Trailblazers trail by 4. To the middle. Dinwiddie with the steal. Dishes it to Durant. Back to Dinwiddie. And stolen by Whiteside. Dinwiddie against Lillard. McCollum outside. Launches it. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Harris inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And yes, it's good. And the Nets lead by 6.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Whiteside. It's McCollum on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The 3-ball. Some solid defense from Harris.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Prince dishes to Harris. It's deflected. 5 on the clock and stolen by Lillard. And it's McCollum off the drive. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets leading by 6. It's stolen by Ariza. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Durant just inside the line. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Here's Jordan. And at last they get one to fall. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
We're talking about a guy with great size and length and athleticism. DeAndre Jordan just keeps pressure on the defense.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harris against McCollum. Harris kicks to KD. Yep, that one goes.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now, here's Lillard. Durant with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. They get the rebound. Out to Harris. Durant in the corner. Deep. It's stolen by Ariza.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Out to Harris. The 3. No good on the shot. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic. And it's Ariza in at small forward. Now here's Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lillard. Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. The rebound by Paul George.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Chalk up 2 there.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lillard from outside. Nurkic. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Ariza against Leonard. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Beverly, and Lillard gets to Ariza. Deep 2 from Anthony. Ariza outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard finds McCollum. Takes the 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Morris outside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Outside Anthony. Lillard outside. Lillard again missing.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Morris passes to George. The shot comes out. Good D by Ariza. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Lillard misses.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
To the paint. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
McCollum kicks to Lillard from deep. Rebound by Harrell.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Morris dishes to George. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. McCollum against Harrell. Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Lillard left side. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Clippers moving it up. And that one's off, and this is his first shot of the game. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers ahead. They're up by 3. And don't go away. Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell, we mentioned his activity.
That's what I put really a lot of passion on it.
Greg, I know you agree. Few guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one drops for him.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Pass to Trent. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Hood can't get it to go.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Harrell finds Jackson. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist from Jackson. Harrell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Hood gets the bucket.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
They get a hand on it, taken away by Williams. Zubac with it, now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Beverley. Green breaking loose. Off target at the rim.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Little passes to Trent. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Trent. Portland moving the ball around. Puts up a 3. C.J. McCollum, and that's good.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Here's George. Takes it out to Leonard. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely from the baseline. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And there's the pass to McCollum. Here's Trent. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Trent passes to McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Green. Outside, George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris comes in for Jermichael Green, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Lillard left side. Pass to Carmelo. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the shot goes down.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Lillard the pass to Ariza. He feeds it to Anthony. Can't hit from in close. The Clippers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The free throw drops for Zubac.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patrick Beverley. Trailblazers trail by 8. Passes to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Ariza outside. Got a piece of it. Out left to the wing. Nobody near Nurkic. And so it's Los Angeles in the drive. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And Kenny, like Kawhi. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what we're seeing, guys, from Montrezl Harrell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Ivica Zubac. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for George. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And Portland with another turnover here. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Clippers leading by 8. Beverley dishes to Harrell. And Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 8 points.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Williams attacking Leonard. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. He's got 8.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Beverley the pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
The 3 from McCollum. Rebound by Harrell.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pulls it up. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Harrell. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
He gets it in there. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And it's sent back by Lillard. And he recovers it. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Beverley and Damian Lillard pulls it down.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from McCollum. The Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. McCollum against Williams. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
McCollum outside. Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires the 3. Gets a hand on it, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Good effort and energy by Whiteside. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
Williams finds Harrell. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 7. A floater in deep. Leonard drops it in. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lillard from outside, kept alive. Whiteside, nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Whiteside's got 6 points.
Not to be denied. And what do you expect from Hassan Whiteside? He's full of confidence.
And it's Beverly missing. Ariza, right side, and the layup's good off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
It could go. That shot, no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Clippers lead by 5. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Good on the bucket. Shamet's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Clippers.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Over to the wing. Trent passes to Hood. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Green. Poked away. Little with the ball. Now Green defending. Little can't hit. Clippers leading by 7. George passes to Green. Outside for George. And it's George finishing it off.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Here's Trent. Outside Hood. Lets the 3 fly. Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Green. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Little dishes to Nurkic. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And finished off by Nurkic.
And get out of the way. Nurkic drives with tremendous physicality.
Hood against Jackson. To the inside. Zubats. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To the middle. Banked in off the glass.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Now Little. Back to Hood. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Shamet. Makes it off the glass. Shamet's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Hood. Pass to Trent. Back to Hood. Down low. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
So for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Jermichael Green, and it's Leonard in for Landry Shamet. Anthony finds Ariza, stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Williams.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Lillard from outside. The putback, it's hauled in by George. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The first free throw is good.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hood, the pass to Hazanya. Back to Hood from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Patterson. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hood gets the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Zubac with it. From outside the arc. No good on that one. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the center. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Basket good.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Oh, that was huge.
Incredible.
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
And here's Beverley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Beverley against Irving. Over Beverley. Irving can't get it to go.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Yeah, you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Durant finds Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Zubac, that's good.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Durant down low. He's covered by Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Zubac with it. Deflects the pass. Now Irving. Tries from 10, and he hits the jumper for 2.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Beverley wide open. Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. Irving with a clean look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
KD against Morris.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Zubac. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. It's LeVert on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. George against Irving. Tries from 7. Here's Allen. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Irving from long range. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Goes back up. And it's Zubac laying it in.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Back to Irving. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Allen trying to break free. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 9 points.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
On the wing, Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
KD, that's for 2.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Landry Shamet is out there with Green. Then it's Williams. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Shamet, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, the arms of DeAndre Jordan are like a horizon line. They go on forever, which allows him to send those shots back.
Prince outside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The pass to Jordan. Not going to go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Floats it up there for Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Montrezl Harrell with a throwdown that gets his teammates up.
Nets trail by 3.
A 3-time sixth man of the year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Green inside, guarded by Prince. He had a nice open look right there. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Nice job by the team to set up Shamet on that play.
Jordan trying to free himself up, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Williams up on top. On the wing, Green. Williams passes to Shamet. Brooklyn with the rebound. Prince in the corner. Nets passing it around. Jordan against Jackson. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist from Harris. Jordan's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Passes it to Harrell. It's tipped.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
Here's Luwawu. He's covered by Shamet. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Pass to LeVert. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Jared Allen's checked in for Joe Harris. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Beverly for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Nets leading by 3. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Irving can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
Outside Irving. Jordan finds Irving. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Now here's Beverly. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Beverly against Irving. Pass to LeVert. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. "17 seconds left in the first half.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Harris passes to Irving. He got it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 12 points and 1. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the 4 for the Nets. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Well, that could have easily been an N1. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Here's Beverly. Drops in the layup for 2. Beverly's got 8 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
LeVert kicks to Irving. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And then Leonard with the dunk.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They need this. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Jordan finds Prince. Dinwiddie against Jackson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here's Luwawu. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Jackson, and it's good for 2. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Luwawu. That shot no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Left side Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. 7-point differential. KD dishes to Dinwiddie. It's Prince on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. 6 to shoot. Harris passes to KD. Jordan kicks to Prince. KD on the wing. The second chance effort. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. KD's got 4 points this quarter. Clippers leading by 5. Williams dishes to Jackson. And Harrell slams it in.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Inside. That shot is off. Great D that time from Harrell. Here's Leonard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Harris. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
And here's Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
.11 seconds left in the third. Outside Irving. 3 seconds left. No good on the layup.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And it's George missing. Nets trail by 10. Harris passes to LeVert. Down low. Here's Prince. Out to Harris. Back to Prince. Harris dishes to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Durant drawing the double team. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And he gets it back. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Allen's checked in for Taurean Prince. The Nets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Stolen by Beverly. Here's the break. Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
That's where Patrick Beverley's defensive tenacity helps you out. Active hands. And he knocks the ball away.
Here's Irving. Allen trying to break free. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Irving. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Irving. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits and makes sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. And here's George. Here's Beverly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That's good from Beverly.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverly doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
Nets trail by 12. Harris kicks to Irving. KD looking around. The feed to Allen. Outside for Durant. Over George. Nets passing it around. Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Beverly. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jared Allen.
There's something about Beverly. He seems to be one of the point guards who enjoys the physical contact out there, always looking for something.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 13. Here's Allen. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. Offensive rebound. Back to Allen. Stolen by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Good work there as it goes. 8 points for Leonard.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Beverly for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Irving surveying the floor. and his offense just hasn't been there.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
This is a game where the defense, Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
1:06 left to play here in the fourth. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Passes it to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morris. Los Angeles with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Irving.
Feels like he's taking nothing but shots he knows he's going to knock down. Kyrie playing sharp here.
40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Comes up empty down low. They get a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Jackson with it to the inside. And there's the bucket from Magruder. And the Clippers lead by 12.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
It's off. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. Three-pointer, LeVert, Irving. It's stolen by Ariza. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. And it's Anthony with the jam.
I mean, look at those big mitts of Ariza. I mean, they just can't be forgotten. Using them to paw away the ball and create chances for his team.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
That one drops for him.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard against Irving. Here's KD. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
It doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Durant feeling it out a bit over Anthony.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Here's Allen. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Anthony. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Irving against Lillard. Outside for Durant. Over Anthony. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
There was a time when people said Durant didn't finish well through contact. Those days are long gone.
It's McCollum on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. To the middle. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by McCollum. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No kidding.
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Irving for 3. That one misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 5.
Look, he makes the D pay. Irving, if you stay off of him, he likes to torch you with the pull-up.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. There's the triple. Allen with the rebound.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Out to KD. On the wing, Irving. Puts it up from 12. That one goes. Count it. He's got 7.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Irving against Lillard. For the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got his second basket.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Back to Irving. Allen left side. The shot, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
It's all tied in Portland. And the second. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So for Brooklyn now, inside we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Trailblazers.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. He got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play. He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip in.
Here's Trent, guarded by Prince. Hood, the pass to Collins. The Trailblazers. Oh, what a beautiful point.
What the intensity. Did you see that? Great. What a vicious dunk by Whiteside. I mean, defense looks stunned, and his bench is going crazy.
Now, here is Irving. He has 7. Prince finds Irving. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Trent passes to Hood. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Misses the jumper. Left side, Irving. Outside, Jordan. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving against Collins. Irving can't hit.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Shoots the 3. Shot from 12. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jordan's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Hood. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Jordan the pass to Irving. Out to the wing. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
Here's Trent, covered by Irving. Trent passes to Little. And Jordan sends it back. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. And the pass to Luau. 11 feet away. The kick out to Irving. Second chance shot. Portland grabs the miss.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Hood finds Whiteside. They need this one. And that's 2 points on the layup. Whiteside's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I'm impressed with Whiteside's focus there. I mean, getting it done inside, in traffic.
Here's Luau, covered by Hood. Here's Irving. Good on the shot. Irving's got 13.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Hood. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
On the way, Harris fires the 3, hits it from 3-point range. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead. Here's Hood. Got it up. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to what a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points and 1 steal. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
KD's shot is good.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Poked loose, stolen by LeVert. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. LeVert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard left side. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the paint. It's tipped. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Allen. And a wide open look for Irving. Offline with his 3.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open 3 like that.
Here's Ariza, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You can say that again, GA. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
Here's McCollum after the made shot from KD. McCollum dishes to Lillard. The 3. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Goes up to the stripe. Durant, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Nets leading by 7. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. Irving's shot is good.
Missed everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. It's so fun watching him play.
Now here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now Durant. Inside. The kick out to Irving. Lets the 3 fly. And the Nets another 3.
Look at that. No hesitation at all from Irving. He's looking to score as soon as he touches the rock.
Lillard outside. Anthony on the wing. Lillard scanning the floor. And finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 19. Pulls up on the elbow, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Dinwiddie with it, now defended by McCollum. Tipped away. Irving for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 10.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
McCollum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And Lillard gets to Ariza. The 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Cuts off the pass. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Nets. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Durant is out there with Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Dinwiddie up top over Trent. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Durant. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Now, here's Lillard. Count that bucket.
Terrific focus from the skilled guard. I mean, Lillard maintaining concentration in the face of good defense.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Durant kicks to Harris. Back to Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Kicks it out to Prince. Fires for 3. It's all in by the Trailblazers. Ariza's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 11. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Up top, Durant. Over Anthony. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
Now here's Durant. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Back to KD. Jordan the pass to Durant. Outside Irving. Pocket 6. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got 23.
The tenacity Irving plays with is infectious. I mean, staying in attack mode, scoring in a variety of ways.
Count it, good.
Toughness and energy on the boards, an easy putback to show for.
Jordan against Nurkic. Back to Irving. Pulls it from the elbow. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Lillard gets it to go.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Showing why on that hoop right there.
Irving for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Anthony. Here's Trent. Dinwiddie with the steal.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Brooklyn, Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Harris. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Durant wide open. He fires. His three-pointer's off the mark. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 7 seconds left in the game.
Oh, what a
shot!
Did you see where he shot that from? Did you see where he shot that from? Incredible.
Oh, see where? Wow.
Crazy.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. They keep. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Now here's Anthony. Kicks to Lillard. From past the arc. Second shot opportunity, and Nurkic gets it to go.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And that one's good. Beverly, plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Looking for George. He gets it there. Good D by McCollum.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now, here's Lillard. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2-3 here to start out the game. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the inside, George. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Now here's McCollum. Can they get it? Another shot, and the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Lillard. Down low, here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles leading by 9. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. There's the feed to Morris. Pass to Beverly. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 3 on 3. Oh, that's blocked. Green against Collins. Can they get it? No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Pass to Harrell. Launches a 3. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Beverly's got 9 points.
Well, that's just Patrick Beverly, despite the lack of size, competing on the glass and getting the putback.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
To the middle. It's tipped. And now Portland on the break. McCollum against Beverly. Inside. Kicks it out to Collins. The pass to McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Shamet. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 12. Collins kicks to McCollum. Lays it up off the glass.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to Green. Here's Harrell. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Trent, guarded by Green. Trent can't hit.
Unbelievable. He blew that look, guys. No clue what went wrong there.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Clippers lead by 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Jackson. Landry Shamet is out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Harrell, and it's Williams at the 2-guard spot. They get it back. Hood. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I think given his size, Rodney Hood can be very efficient on the interior. This guy feels at home in the paint.
In the corner, Shamet with it. And it's blocked. Little kicks to Whiteside. Right wing, Portland moving the ball around. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Marcus Morris comes in for JaMychal Green. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And George is subbed in for Williams. Lillard against Jackson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Count it. Lillard's got 5 now.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Here's George. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Ariza against George. Hood for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. He's got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Nobody near Lillard. And Portland again with the buckets.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Clippers leading by 11. Jackson finds Zubats. George with the ball. Great tee that time from Hood. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Three-pointer Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubats.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Over Jackson. Lillard again missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. The tray. They get it again. Pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Pass to Trent. Lillard outside. Passes it to Trent. Kicks it out to Lillard. Stolen by Zubats. Morris with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubats. And it's Williams in for Paul George. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The shot's good.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
McCollum outside. Three-pointer. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, from the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. Some major league offense. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Patrick Beverly. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Beverly against Lillard. And it's Beverly missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Over George. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Taken away by Anthony. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 9.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Here's Beverly. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 11.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. To the paint. Stolen by Beverly. George dishes to Morris. Second chance shot. And the layup good by George. And the Clippers lead by 17.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Zubac, that's good.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Nurkic in the post. Working on Zubac. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 17. Outside Jackson. Tries again. Green, the pass to Harrell. The 3. Little with the rebound. It's stolen by Green. Outside, George. From deep three-point range. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers trail by 17. Little with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Bounce pass Collins. There's the pass to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hood can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
A different look for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for JaMychal Green, and it's Williams in for Paul George. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. They grabbed their own miss, and the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Here's Jackson, and it's blocked by Whiteside. One-on-one fast break. Here's Trent, and they pick up 2.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Harrell takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
We know this. Montrezl Harrell in close proximity has tremendous touch.
Leonard against Lillard. Pass to Hood. Back to Lillard. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Lou Williams out there with Jackson, and it's Shamet in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Landry Shamet. Jackson with it, now defended by McCollum. Jackson looking it over. Here's Zubac. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Williams, here we go, makes it off the glass. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
A 3 from McCollum, and the Trailblazers another 3.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 16. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
McCollum finds Lillard, and he gets it to go. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Outside Jackson. Williams for 3. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 16. Ariza passes to Lillard. Here's McCollum. He can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it's Lillard missing. Los Angeles leading by 19. Williams scanning the floor. On the wing, Morris. That 3 off the mark. The Trailblazers on offense. McCollum left side.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
From the wing. Offensive rebound. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Puts up a three. Outside Leonard. And here's Morris for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And there's the pass to Lillard. Back to McCollum. And it's Ariza in the corner. Dishes to McCollum. Nurkic in the post. Misses. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...